Just a quick update video to let people know what's going on and what future plans are. So we've got a hike coming up here in a few days. We'll be going out on the Appalachian Trail, be about a 15-16 mile hike over a couple of days. And that will also be a part of my field day activation. I will be activating a summit. So there will be a summits on the air activation as a part of field day for me from the Appalachian Trail. So keep your eyes open on soda spots, or hey, you know, I'm sure most of my ham radio operators will be out there doing a field day event somewhere. And if you are not a ham radio operator or amateur radio operator, then check around, go to ARRL.org, ARRL.org, and find out where a field day is near you, and you can check out amateur radio, because there will be clubs doing events all over the country. Also wanted to say that as far as upcoming content, so I'm thinking probably this trip will have, I don't know, 2 or 3 days worth of content, or 2 or 3 videos worth of content out of it, maybe 4, because I think the actual trip will probably be about two videos, and then at least one where I talk about the gear that we use, new gear that I picked up, that I'll be doing some gear reviews, not only on amateur radio stuff, but also just general hiking and camping gear. And to give you an idea of what I'll be going over, so one of the things will be the QRP guys in-fed half wave, which I'll finish building out here in the next day or two. Also, if you can get your hands on one, I'm going to build this tonight and tomorrow, finish building it out, the KM4 ACK in-fed half wave. And if you can't get your hands on those, the only way I got one, and I've been trying for a few months, was I finally said, you know what, yeah, let me send me the stock alert email, and that's how I got it. Boom, it popped in my email. I immediately ordered it, and now I've got one, so I'll be building that. Some other items, I have a spark plug antenna that should be showing up here in a couple of days, so that will be built out, and that will be reviewed as well. So I'm actually taking 3 different antennas with me on this trip to try out. Other items that I'm reviewing: one, I didn't want to keep carrying the big old leather filing cabinet that I call it, my wallet, that I normally carry every day. So I wanted to streamline that as much as possible. So I did purchase this little Dyneema wallet off of Etsy. We'll see how it works. That way I can just throw in an ID, a couple of credit cards, some cash, a copy of my amateur radio license to carry along. Looks to be fairly waterproof, or at least water resistant, so that should be, from a bulk and weight level, an improvement over my current situation. I've just been throwing my regular old everyday wallet and carrying that, so want to drop that down and kind of save some weight and space there. Now, on the other end of that spectrum, where I'm not going to save a lot of weight, but this is one of those personal choices, it's one of those things where I'm willing to make that sacrifice. Now, before I get into this, huge shout out to Half Moon Outfitters of Augusta, Georgia. They have several locations, or Half Moon Outfitters has several locations in South Carolina and Georgia. I happen to go to the Augusta location. Fantastic customer service, and the prices are competitive with anybody else out there, including Amazon. So I picked up some things from them that I wanted to try. Now, for years I have used Camelback products, Camelback reservoirs. Got a Camelback bottle right here. This is an everyday bottle. This goes to the office with me when I'm working. But I wanted to try out the Platypus bladders, and this is the Platypus Biggest Zip Evo. This is a 3-liter, and so I'm going to try it out, and there's a reason. I also purchased at the same time the Platypus gravity filter system, and the way this works is you fill this side up with the dirty water, it comes down through the line into the gravity filter, and there is actually a clean water bag. See, clean. So this attaches to the other end of the filter, and you have this at a lower level than the dirty water. You get clean water on this end. However, the clean water bag will not be making this trip with me. What I'm waiting on, another thing that I'm waiting on, is another hose there is an accessory hose that you can get from Platypus, waiting on that to show up. It will attach to the end of the filter, and it has the quick disconnect fitting on it on this end, so you just disconnect your drinking tube, and then you would quick connect the filter into there, and you don't have, that way you don't have to take the reservoir out of your pack. You can just leave it in the pack, do the tube disconnect, fill up the dirty water bladder, fill up the dirty water bladder, filter your water directly into your reservoir, and then swap your tubes back out again. So that's the route I'm going to go this time. We'll see how that works. Now, I know a lot of people will say, hey, 3 liters is a lot of water to carry around. That's a choice that I make because early on in my military career, about 30 years ago, I was a heat casualty, and I learned real quick, hey, drink your water. So I will drink every bit of that and then some. I will actually generally be carrying about 4 quarts of water on me at any given time to start out. Yes, that's a lot of water, but I will consume it rapidly because I'm also a pretty big sweater. So, I mean, it'll come right back out of me. So that's just a personal choice I make, and I will review that and see how it works out. Other items that I will be reviewing, I don't have them out here with me, but Ultra Lone Peak 6s. I've been using 4.5s for years, love those. Can't get 4.5s anymore, or it's very difficult to in my size. So went ahead and got the 6s, which is the current model. Again, got those from Half Moon Outfitters. We'll see how they do. I'll do a review on those. I had also wanted to get some new sandals to wear, you know, kind of camp sandals, something lightweight, easily stuffs into the backpack, so that when you make camp, you know, you take off the shoes that you've been wearing, or boots, or whatever you prefer to wear, and then, you know, you slip on some sandals and let your toes kind of air out, your feet air out, that kind of thing. So to that end, I had bought a pair of Tevas, and if you follow my Twitter, you'll see where I mentioned this, that Zeke the Trail Dog got a little more enjoyment out of these than I did, because he got to them after I'd worn them one time. And so these will not now be making the trip. But I will get another pair, either of these, or if something catches my eye that I like, I will get those and try them out. So I'll just do without on this trip, no big deal. A couple of other items that I'll be trying out and reviewing. Got some things for my pack. Got a water bottle holder here for the strap. As you can see, it will hold a 1 liter Nalgene pretty easily. In fact, that's what it's made for. So I'll be trying that out, and I'll leave a review. That I got that from a vendor on Etsy. And also, I used to keep my cell phone in one of the waist belt pockets of this pack. It's kind of a pain to get to if I want to video something quickly or take a picture of something quickly. So I wanted to have a way that I could get to it a little more easily and not have to rifle around amongst things. So I got this cell phone carrier from Gossamer Gear, so I'll review it as well. I could have gone with something lighter like this water bottle pack where it's just the nylon and that's pretty much it, but I did want to have a little more protection for the phone, so that's why I went with the Gossamer Gear holder. One other thing that I will be reviewing, I listened to Backpacker Radio, which is a podcast that you can find on most of your podcast platforms, and they advertise, I'm sure that it's an affiliate or they have a sponsorship deal, but I wanted to try these out. Gooder sunglasses. Now, this is not a style that I would ordinarily wear. I mean, by style, I mean the frame style, but we did find a local retailer that carried these, and you'll see the ones that Pink got as well when we take this trip, because she got a pair as well. But we'd heard them advertised, and I wanted to try these out because they are supposed to be pretty much non-slip, stay on your face, useful or ideal for running, hiking, any kind of activities where you bounce around and sweat a lot. That came out really badly, but I'm still going to leave it in the video. But they're comfortable enough, they're lightweight, but what really attracted me to them was the fact that they're $25. Now, if you're like me, I mean, I have to buy reading glasses in bulk. Sunglasses, I would never pay more than $40 for, because I know that ultimately I'm going to scratch, step on, sit on, or outright lose them in relatively short order. So I keep the price point down on sunglasses I wear. I'm like a ZZ Top Song cheap sunglasses, because I destroy them so quickly. I don't want to pay a lot for them. That's why you'll never see me wearing a pair of, you know, Oakleys or something like that, because I know I'm going to destroy them. I'm not going to pay that much money for them. So for a $25 price point, I cannot complain. And so I bought these, and I will give a review on those once we get back from the trip as well. And last but not least, I want to throw a shout out to Izzy and Smoke Signals RF. And thanks for the stickers, and hey, upgraded my water bottles, and there was actually a third sticker. Probably going to stick that one on my laptop, but thank you, Izzy and Smoke Signals RF, for the stickers. Hope you enjoyed the one that I sent to you. So with that, we will catch you here probably in a couple of weeks after we come back from the trip, and hope to hear you on the air for field day, and from where I am on the top of a mountain on the Appalachian Trail. 73. And I do that now. So, and there goes Zeke. Something has attracted his attention, probably squirrel. Zeke, stop it. Daddy's recording.